going on, everybody? So today I'm going to show you or walk you through how to add a Foreflight or apps like FltPlan Go to your sim immersion. So this will allow you as just a sim pilot to access those apps and immerse yourself a little bit more deeply into sim flying. Also, if you are a real pilot and you want to practice like adding in approach charts or adding in procedures or just navigating through FltPlan or FltPlan Go while you're actually flying and save on gas and save on rental costs or just things of that nature. Even just driving out to the airport, it saves you that. So this little bit of tidbits will hopefully help you add that functionality to your sim. So let's get at it. All right, guys. So right now I have XPlane up and I have Foreflight up. As you see here, my GPS or locator on my iPad is showing me at my house currently, and we are not too far off from Fulton County Airport. That's my home base airport where I fly out of most of the time. And you see that reason why I fly out of that airport. I mean, I'm literally on the approach path of runway 8. But right now, again, nothing's set up in XPlane just yet, and I'm not talking or they're not talking to each other. So first what we're going to do is go to settings, and under settings you want to go to network, and under network these will become collapsed, but just verify your IP address, and under iPhone, iPad, external apps, you would just need to click on broadcast to all mapping apps on the network. If you're using the XPlane, what they call X control pad, this is a time you can set that up too. You can just check that box to use control pad and iOS, and then make sure you have that IP address for that to set up. That's pretty much it. In a future video, I'll show how to actually use a real GPS. Like I have a Garmin GPS Maps 295, but I'll show you that later. But all you hit now is just hit done, and then we'll go to new flight, and we'll load up that Bonanza. And let's say we want to choose the North GA ramp as a parking, where we want our airplane to start at. So we're going to select that, hit confirm, hit new flight. And so with your GPS, while that's loading up, it's going to take some time, but with your GPS and your iPad, there's a couple of ways you can get it configured to work. And so what you're going to do is click on more. That's going to bring up your sidebar, and you can go to devices. And as you see here, we don't have any devices set up yet. I'm going to go back to maps, or a shortcut to it, at least on the iPad, you can go to devices right on the lower bar there, right beside more. The same thing is going to come up. But I'm going to go back to maps, so that way you can see once XPlane loads up and your iPad is on the same network as XPlane, that they'll start talking to each other, and you'll see your location move to the location inside of XPlane. So let's give it just a few more seconds. The bar is getting there. All right, so we're loaded up. As you saw, XPlane just moved my location to the actual location on the ramp. So we are right in front of Hill Aircraft. Hill Aircraft is right there to the left, and right in front of us is the tower. So the tower is like in this area there, but that's where we're at. So right now, you see here in the very right-hand corner, right above more, it says accuracy 1 meter, and it's reading XPlane. So we're going to click on more, go to devices, and you'll see we're connected to XPlane. You can click on that. You can enable or disable it. Again, you can go back to maps, go to devices. It does the same thing. And that, in a nutshell, is how you can utilize XPlane and Foreflight. Now, if you want to go to, like, say, FltPlan Go, have to reinstall the app. So let's say we are on FltPlan Go. So in this case, it's going to be pretty much similar. So just go to external, and right now we have external devices here. So we have our iPhone GPS. So that's what we're using right now for our GPS. But let's click on XPlane. So again, let's go back to external devices and to scroll down to XPlane. Okay. So now what it's saying is that we are connected to XPlane. So now let's go to our maps and let's see where we are at. Click on sectional. Guess what? There we are. We are at that location. Hopefully this helps get you all set up for Foreflight and FltPlan Go inside of XPlane. If you got any questions, just give me a ring at the bottom as far as a message, and I'll help you out best I can. Till next time.